right, everybody, welcome Class TV to the show. He's a creator over on Twitch and TikTok known for his daily streams featuring multiplayer games and honestly, just being a cool ass dude. What's up, Class? How are you?
What's up? What's going on? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Have you been on a pod before?
I have never been on a podcast before.
What? Wow. Are you excited? You're like, I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How has
We're
life
here.
been?
Um, Life has been life and started a
Yeah.
new job.
Uh huh.
hmm Started working.
Exciting.
Oh yeah, started working IT and stuff like that in this school system. So it's been pretty cool.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into it. How long have you been content creating? Because I feel like if I looked back at your Twitch, there are clips that go like 4 or 5 years ago. Is that right?
About
With the
5 years ago.
bangs. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really short hair and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When did you start?
yeah. Um, I'm what you would consider a COVID streamer.
Ah.
Um, I got
Mm-hmm.
furloughed and then I started streaming.
Not the furloughed. That happened to my roommate at the time, and thankfully he had like savings to figure that out. But I was just kind of like, that sucks.
Yeah, I was working the food industry at the time, so like obviously it was really hard to
Oh,
like
true.
find a
Yeah.
job during the food industry. So
Right.
I was cooked, you know. But
Dang. Did you have a PC?
yes.
Did you build
I
it?
already yes
Really?
at the time I did build it as well.
Okay.
I've been
Cool.
building computers since I was like 11 years old. So
Holy crap. How do you even get
yeah,
into that? Do you like have a family member that introduces that to
no,
you?
no
You just
one
did it on your
knows.
own?
Yeah, uh, there's like a scrap computer in like my father's basement when I was like
Mhm.
really young.
Mhm.
Um, I couldn't listen to like worldly music,
That's
so like,
insane considering.
yeah, yeah, I couldn't listen to any kind of
Oh
music
my
or
gosh.
anything. So like, my parents had like a scrap computer in like a closet. I would
Mhm.
stay up. I would wait until like they go to bed, and I would just sneak build it, like learn how to build it. And
Where were you learning this? For me, I had to look up YouTube, but
I didn't even have access to YouTube. I just
right.
looked at the parts. I was like, oh, this looks like it belongs there. Oh, this looks like it
What
belongs
the
there.
hell?
Yeah, and then it took me 8 hours, but I did do it. You know,
I mean, yeah, building a PC is a lot, especially
yeah.
if you literally are just like tinkering.
I'm 10 years old, maybe 10, 11 years old, tinkering with a computer, never done
What the
anything
heck?
before.
So
And I learned how to do it.
by the time you started streaming, like, what is this, your second or third PC that you've built?
So this one,
Hmm.
this one would have to be the best PC I've built.
Yeah.
It is not first, second, third. I've built computer like I've picked up computers from like the streets,
Oh my gosh.
any kind of desktop I've seen, and just picked it up, built it to the point that it can actually start running computer or running games and stuff like that. Probably sell it to like one of my family members, and then just
Right.
rinse and repeat. Just find what I can and just try to build the best thing I could.
So, in the beginning, did you know the specs that you were looking for to start streaming, or did you just like stream on whatever you had?
At first, I was just streaming at whatever I had.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't have any kind of idea of like what I wanted. I was
Yeah.
just streaming. I was like, well,
Right.
let me just kill some time, like,
Do you remember like
and
the
play some
first
Smash.
game that you streamed?
I think it was Super Smash Brothers.
Really?
I think.
That's wild.
Right, considering I don't play the game anymore.
Right. Exactly. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think it was Super Smash Brothers.
Well,
Actually,
uh-huh.
I think it was GTA 5. Actually, I think it was GTA
That actually
5.
tracks. That makes more sense to me than Smash Brothers. Not that you don't play that, because I've seen the clips, but it's just so
Yeah.
interesting. Because now I see you play so many games. Like, there's actually such a long list. You have Elden Ring, Night Rain, Elden Ring, Fortnite, Repo, Schedule One. What else? Like you have so many
Um,
things. Spellies.
Headliners. Yeah, the spellies, windblown. Yeah, I mean, like it just the
Bro
list
loves a
actually just keeps
roguelike.
going. Yeah, I love roguelikes as well. That's been my kick lately for some reason. But
Yeah.
yeah, the list actually just keeps going. I've been and the survival likes
Yeah.
was it the RuneScape Dragon Wilds that game? I was going
Yeah.
crazy on that
That
game
was
too.
crazy. He would be playing the game and a dragon would just appear and like knock him out. He'd be like, "Oh my god!" It was just Crash Out Simulator.
The dragon's so annoying.
Yeah.
I was so happy
Uh,
when I killed it. Oh my god,
oh my
so happy.
gosh. It's good stuff though. It's fun to
Yeah.
watch. So you also have like built this schedule that you're like you stream like almost every day, right?
Yes.
How
I
the hell
stream.
do you do that? Like what's your motivation?
There's nothing. There's like nothing behind it really. There
Mhm.
is a little thought behind it. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna play a game, but
Right.
it's like, what game do I really want to play? And do I want to play a game with friends? And at
Yeah.
half the time, it's yes, almost all the time. But
Just
like,
yes.
it just depends on what game and what I'm really feeling.
Right.
The thought behind it is that I'm gonna play a game regardless.
Mhm.
Why not play with friends and not why not show that I'm having a good time with my friends? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and anybody can join into that.
Right. So how long do you feel like it took for it to like gain traction? After,
Mm,
everybody started streaming at some point, or, if you're a streamer, you've been in the empty rooms and sat there with like one, two, three viewers until it starts to take off, quote unquote. What was that
yeah,
like for you?
you gotta make the fun out of what you have. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like one or two people, like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Your
Yeah.
your attitude and demeanor. I mean, I used to beat myself up, like, oh, why aren't people coming and stuff like
Hmm.
that? Why aren't people here? And you know, my thought process after that, like, after beating myself up, it's like, people can see you beating yourself up. You know what I
Internally, right.
mean?
Yeah.
You can project and people can feel that. Why put yourself in that kind of position that you're going to beat yourself up and put yourself in a bad mood and stuff like that through the stream when people aren't coming, when you could just show those people that are there
Hmm.
all the love and all the support and all the fun that people are missing out on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's you I had to flip that brain process, because like that used to hurt me a lot. Like,
Yeah.
gaining traction though, I feel like is the missing out on having fun. People
Right.
people quickly stop by on Twitch sometimes. It's like a quick, even on TikTok, they just like,
Yeah.
you have to show people that they missing out. You know what I mean? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They
You
missing
gotta
out,
come and hang out,
like,
bro. Like, yeah.
you gotta just chill here. Like the inside jokes, the
Hmm.
vibes, everything,
Right.
like even the music that's just, like just there.
Yeah.
People just, people can see you having fun and people can feel your energy. And if you don't show that you're having fun, or you just look pissed off the whole time, you know what I mean? People are
Right.
just gonna, people aren't gonna feel that. They're just gonna just swipe away, man. They're just not gonna
Yeah.
like that. Like,
So how did I guess what is the process of you starting streaming? Like, did you have a goal coming into it where you like I want this many followers or I want this many viewers? And then how do you pivot from that? Because it seems like you start, one way and then you're like, it doesn't matter anymore. So what was that like?
so like at first, like I really was like, I don't know, like I said, I was really critical about like people
Mm.
not joining and stuff like that, critical about myself and all this extra stuff. And then after a while, I'm just like, why am I putting the stress on myself? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, why am I trying to please the masses? You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, I'm here to be myself. People are gonna be here to
Mm.
like me for me. You
Yeah.
don't like it, you
Yeah.
know, like anybody could just keep walking away.
So was being on camera like natural? Did it come natural to you? Were you like nervous? Were you like I gotta be a like a super polished version of myself so that people like me now. And then did you end up coming out of that shell, or were you like, fuck this, it is what it
Actually,
is?
I came from a hood background, so like I didn't start off polished. I came with all the rough edges a hood background can come with. Like,
Well,
I was,
that's a different perspective though, and I think
you know,
I don't know. In some communities, you don't ever feel like you've encounter that or encounter like a genuine like purely you version. You know, like most of the time people like dust off the edges and like polish themselves up or whatever. Personality wise, like lingo, vocabulary, like all the things. So
oh yeah,
it's
yeah. So
interesting to
like,
hear from the opposite end.
yeah, like for
Yeah.
me, like I had people like Ash, like one of my
Mm.
mods, like she had
Mm.
to stop me and be like, you know what I mean? You gotta like, you know, you gotta
You gotta
fix
chill.
yourself a little
Yeah.
bit. like
Oh my
like it's
gosh.
still there. Like my
Yeah.
personality hasn't changed. I just tweak the words that I use
Right.
because the words that you know, like some people don't like
Yeah.
certain words and articulate certain things because they would take it
Mhm.
a certain way, etc., etc. But
Right.
besides that, I'm the exact same fucking
Yeah, yeah.
that hasn't changed.
Yeah. And you know what? I think that oozes it like out into your streams because I think people can tell like you're not here for I don't know. I don't want to say you're not here for numbers because I don't know if that's the case, but you're definitely just like who you are. And I feel like that is really refreshing for a lot of different people, especially I don't know. Like I've been in a lot of different like gaming spaces, but the ones that have previously been in are very like buttoned up and proper and whatever. So much so that when I started streaming, I had to like peel it back and be like, "Hi everyone," da, 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 da. And if you look at like old YouTube videos of my like first few VODs, they are like that, and it's really insane to go back to because I'm like, who were you? Like, why were you doing that?
Right.
But yeah, like if it's the only thing you've seen, you're like, okay, well, this is acceptable. And I think that's also why whenever I came across your stream at some point, I was just like, oh, it's chill over here. Which is also why I wanted you on the pod because some people take themselves very seriously and take this whole thing seriously, and
I really
it's nice
appreciate
to
that.
hear. Yeah, it's nice to hear the opposite end of the spectrum. Not that I mean, clearly you take it serious enough. You do it almost every day.
Well, I mean, like to your question before, I didn't even actually answer it. For
Mm-hmm.
a pure numbers thing, or like if I want like popularity through it. At
Mm,
first, when I first started, I'm like, yeah, I
right.
want notoriety, I want
Right.
money, I want this, I want that,
Mm-hmm.
and then after a while, I'm like, well, to do all of these things, I have to appeal to all these people.
Right.
And I mean, when I could just be myself and appeal to the people that like me for me. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think that's
You know.
huge because what I've noticed, and this is just my perspective, like though a lot of people who want the numbers and want to be big and want to do all those things, you almost have to tone yourself down a lot because you have to be like accepted, and that means no politics, no personality, no crunchy edges, nothing. Like you're just perfect, you know.
Right.
And I'm like, wow. For me personally, I don't think I could ever do that. Like
I
I'm
don't think I
like,
could
I'm
either.
talking about all the things.
Right.
You know, that's when I was like, maybe content creation is not,
I
but
mean,
it can be, and you can find the people who are actually like for you or whatever, and
exactly.
it's like, which one do you really want?
Right, exactly. Like which one do it comes with it's like it's literally a balance. Like it's
Yeah.
either you appeal to everybody or you want to be yourself
Mm-hmm.
and, probably not have a bigger following than appealing to everybody.
Right. And
And
then it's like
y-
you always have to keep up with that. Like if you go
yeah,
to an event, there's no turning that off until you're like alone in your hotel
ex-
room,
exactly. You're just a whole different person. You're not yourself. You're literally just not yourself. You're
Yeah.
just being controlled, and
Right.
that's not cool. That's not
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not cool.
Exactly. I mean, I know some people go their whole life being like that and living kind of for other people or in other people's eyes, you know, instead of just being like, "Yeah, I am who I am," or,
Mhm.
you know, we're just not friends. And some people just really can't take that, but
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna be like, you know what I mean? What's up? What's cool? You know what I
yeah,
mean? We're but this and that and this and that. But like, if you don't like me for just me
literally,
just trying
yeah.
to be vibe out and just trying to be a friend, you know what I mean? Then,
Mm. There's not much else you
what
can do.
there's not what I can't do anything about that.
Right.
Like
Well, let's go back to the beginning because I've heard you kind of talk about how you started just gaming in general. Um, I know you've talked about cards and having old consoles. How did you start gaming? Where'd that come from? Did you always have that bug?
I was well with the whole growing up in a very
Mm-hmm.
what is it? I just being enclosed from like the
Mm-hmm.
world. It's just like
Right.
my parents just not let me do anything. My uncle tried to teach me how to play video games. My mom
Ah.
was like, no. Um, so every time that I went over his house, I always played the original Nintendo or
Uh-huh.
the Super Nintendo,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the only time I could play video games. And then my
Yeah.
dad bought a PS1, and then I got to play Resident Evil
Wow.
one on
Wow.
his console.
What a way to
Um,
start.
and then after that, I played um, Final Fantasy VII on the
Mhm.
PS1, the 3 disc set. I still have the 3 disc set in my room.
Wow.
Um, I have yeah, that original 3 disc set is still in my room. Um, that and then after that, we had a Sega Genesis, and I was playing Sonic Adventures 2.
Mhm.
Then from there, we had a N64, and I played Mario Party 2 and 3,
Uh-huh.
and Super Mario 64 as well. And that's the first time I beat Super Mario 64. At the same time, I beat Resident Evil on my dad's PS1. And then we got the Dreamcast. And then
Dreamcast. Wow.
I was playing Sonic Adventures on
Mhm.
the Dreamcast, and
Mhm.
that shit was fire.
Yeah, that shit
And
was
then
fire.
that shit was
I
fire.
had one in my room for some reason. I don't know what I was doing. I also had Sonic, and I was like, hell yeah.
Dude, that game was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
And then after that, we like moved, and then I had the GameCube after that.
Mhm.
Um, PS2. My sister had the PS2. She got it for her birthday. I got to
Mhm.
play Sly Cooper on the
Mm.
PS2. So I played a bunch of
Yeah, you,
different consoles.
bro. You're like, I had all of them. Like, okay, well, fuck.
Basically, basically, and I played
Yeah.
obviously all like Game Boy Color,
Mhm.
Game Boy Advance, SP. I have my original DS and SP in my room
Oh
still,
my god.
and Advanced. I have the DSi, and then I stopped playing after the DSi. I did not go for a 3DS or anything like that.
Right.
But I had the PSP as well.
Mhm. You had it
I
all.
basically had almost every
What the
console.
fuck? He said, I've
I've
been
had
big
almost.
time gaming.
I've ever since my uncle taught me how to play video games when I was younger. It's been an itch. It's been something that I've been wanting to play,
Right.
and
And that
yeah.
scooted over even to cards, correct?
Yes, yes. My dad taught me how to play Magic the Gathering. He taught me how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. He taught me how to play Lord of the Rings, Dragon Ball Z, and Legends of the Five Rings. Um,
Nerd. I'm kidding.
yeah,
I'm kidding. No.
and Hearthstone. We play Hearthstone a lot now too.
Wow. So what the
Mhm.
heck? You go from being kind of like put away from the worldly things, and you just like shot out and just completely played
Yeah,
everything
I
essentially.
was like I'm like the black sheep of my family. So like I had to
Really?
like break everything out. Yeah, I'm the second oldest, so like I'm not about that conformity shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like I will break out of that shit real
Yeah,
fast.
yeah.
No, no, no.
No, no, no.
No, no, no. That's why you
Yeah.
won't catch me playing the same game every day. You know what I mean?
Right. That's
Yeah.
true. I feel like you do break out of the norm that I see of somebody picking a game, playing all the way through that, and then picking another game and then playing it. You know what I mean? Like you're just
Mm-mm.
always kind of shaking it up, which
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure keeps people on their toes and keeps people coming back because also you're doing multiplayer things, and I'm sure people just love to play whatever is whatever the flavor of the
Right.
day is at that time. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
that's exactly it. Like I'd rather let people, if I'm playing like a solo game, like a
Hmm.
story-based game, I'd rather play a good chunk of it, sit it down. We could
Yeah.
play it in the next couple days. I'd rather not like blow through the game because
Yeah.
for me, I'm one of those people that if I hyper play or hyper fixate on a game,
Uh-huh.
I will get bored of it and you won't see me ever touch that game ever again. Like,
Yeah. For me, I'm like, if I blitz through something, I almost forget entirely what happened at the beginning, because like there was no time to like marinate on the subject matter or the topic. I'm just like, well, what was the beginning? I remember talking to my friend about that, about watching TV shows all in one stint,
yeah,
and he was like, "No, I remember everything. If I watch a whole series or a whole season of something in a week or two, he's like, I could tell you everything that happened." I'm like, "Not me. For me, I'd be like, I know the ending. I know how we got there. I couldn't tell you the details, but
right. Right, that's exactly like any kind of game too. Oh, I mean, I'm the same way with stories in in
mm,
in any kind of like show, anything like that. If I'm not, if I don't take time to like really sit there and take my time to like pay attention to what's going on, don't have me do it at all because I don't want to do
right.
it.
Well, it's like then what's the point, you know? You're just
Yeah,
like, I beat boss.
yeah, just walk away. It's like, okay, well, what's the satisfaction behind it? You're not gonna enjoy just rushing through a game. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're like, if you're
Mm-hmm.
like, let's say if you're like, trying to beat a world record, like let's say you're
Right.
just
Right.
try to speed run a game or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. Understandable.
Right.
You know what
That
I mean? Go for
literally
it. You
that's
know
the
what I
whole
mean?
point. Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. But like, if you're just like, if you're sitting down and just actually saying like, just having the achievement of beating the game first, or like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, or just finishing the game, like
Yeah.
just to gloat around your friends, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't know jack shit that happened in the game. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like that. I don't know. Maybe it's like when new games get released now, I feel like there's this rush to beat it really quickly. A, so you don't get spoiled, but B, to be like, I did it, on to the next one. But it's
right.
like these games, and we complain, or I say we as like a gaming community,
Mhm.
we're like, oh, well, there's not enough games out. We should bring out more. It's like, no, well, you haven't really like taken the time to like appreciate the ones that are already out because you're
Right.
just blitzing through them. So I don't know. But anyway, to pivot a little bit, is content creation your full time job? And if it's not, would you ever like it to be?
Currently, it is not my full-time job. I would like it to be. I always thought of it being a full-time job, but I never
Mm-hmm.
had to fully commit to take that leap
Right.
because I don't feel like it's safe to right now.
Right.
But I've always wanted to, and if it
Mm-hmm.
is possible, that'd be awesome. But we gotta grind for it. It don't come easy.
No, it
It don't
doesn't.
come easy. It don't come easy.
Right. So, how do you balance your life online and life offline? Does that come easy for you? Is there a specific way that you compartmentalize them, or
No, that's hard. That is
are you chronically online?
no, I'm not. Well, I mean,
He said, "Well, Technicalities.
Yes and no because of my job. Yes, but like
Yeah.
technically no. I mean, yes, I am always online because I'm always available and on my Discord all the time and
Mm.
stuff like that. I'm always outside. I'm working all the time and stuff. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like as soon
Yeah.
as I wake up, I go to work. As soon as I finish work, I go home, clean whatever I can, immediately get ready for stream, set everything up. Change for my shirt because like I can't wear shirts with skulls at work. So like I
Mm.
have to change shirts.
So specific.
It's oddly specific, but like,
Yeah, you're like, well, all of my shirts.
well, literally all of my shirts have skulls on them. You guys are
You're
cooked.
like, well,
You
damn,
guys
yeah.
like literally like you guys are cooked.
Dang.
I have to buy a whole new outfit, a whole everything for work and stuff like that. I have like
Oh
rubber
no.
duckies on my shirt.
The skull to ducky pipeline is crazy.
Yeah. So no skulls,
Yeah.
only duckies at work.
Wow. You're like, I'm not that hardcore, I promise.
Yeah. I'm not hardcore, guys. I'm not hardcore. I'm not
Oh
hardcore.
my gosh. So I guess with the exception of like if you say work isn't like you being basically like online as class TV, like I'm saying you're in chats all day, when you're not in chats
I,
you're streaming, like
when I'm at work. So while I'm at work, I balance out that. Since I
okay.
have a laptop at work,
Uh-huh.
I open up Twitch at work
Mhm.
and lurk on everybody's stream, just
Mhm.
do all of that.
Yeah.
Go home. Obviously, I'm on the phone and do all the work stuff
Mhm.
while I'm at work, so I'm not technically always in chat and stuff.
Right.
Go home. I don't ping anybody that I'm going live or anything.
Mhm.
I have the bot do it, so I set everything up. Um, get my live pings for I guess uh, my promotional pings
Mhm.
on Twitter and
Mhm.
my story on TikTok and Instagram, and then after that, I just kind of vibe out until it's time to go live. Which then, while I'm vibing out, I'm basically hitting up people to see if they're ready to play video
Right.
games or if they want
You
to
want to play
play something
something?
like that.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to play? You want to
Yeah.
play? And then go from there. Just ask the person if they're in the mood to play a certain game, and then just kind of vibe out and go live
See what
and stream.
happens. And your family and friends, like, are they always like, when are you not going to be online? Or at this point, I guess since it's been like 5 years, everybody's just kind of like used to it.
Yeah, they're already used to it. I don't have any friends outside of this except for like two people. I
Dang.
don't I don't my old friend group, they just wanted to see me like actually messed up. Like they
Yeah.
just wanted me to drink all the time and stuff like that, waste my life.
Mm-hmm.
Um and that's the reason why I started streaming in the first place, just to separate myself from all of that
Mm-hmm.
and get myself from that, like basically go inside my turtle shell, and you know what I
Yeah.
mean, in a
And I
sense.
mean,
But
it's safer when you're like sitting behind the computer and not, you know, having to see where the night goes. You know what I mean?
well, exactly.
Yeah.
Potentially get arrested, get mugged, etc., etc., etc.
Holy.
You're losing your money too, like you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Like there's not
Yeah.
even fun in it.
Yeah.
You could buy a bottle for like $30, and you know what I mean,
No,
just drink at
no,
home.
actually.
Like,
Yeah, no, whenever I started streaming, I used to go out a lot, just more like to vibe at like a bar. I would go have dinner and drinks with like friends or something. But whenever I
mhm.
started like really trying to commit to it, I was like, "Oh, well, this is safer, I guess. Like even if I have drinks at home, like my bedroom's right there, you know?
Right.
I'm not having to like Uber home or some shit like and it changed like a lot of the hobbies and the way that I was spending time. So I totally understand your side. But you
Mhm.
do end up losing friends or not, maybe not losing friends the entire time, but you lose that lifestyle to gain something
Yeah.
healthier. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
like, well, I'm just gonna sit here and like make friends online and just kind of not do whatever I was back there, which is like chancing
Right.
the night.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just like I can still go hang out with those
Right.
people, but I'd rather not because I know what the intentions are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'd rather not put myself in that kind of situation. Same thing as like I could still go out and drink, but I'd
Mm-hmm.
rather not. Like I'd
Yeah.
rather just drink at home. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like it's not worth it. It's really not.
Yeah. One
But
of my favorite things to do now is just play Fortnite and have drinks with a couple friends. And we
that sounds
just,
like a lot of fun.
yeah, exactly. Well, as far as being in the online space, did you have any inspirations or do you have any now? Like of creators that you looked up to or people that inspired you in the space to maybe start streaming? Or did you have any people that you were like, man, I would love to do that? And then kind of got you here?
Believe it or not, I just looked at big streamers at the
Mm-hmm.
time and I was
Yeah.
like, wow, that seems pretty cool. Even
Yeah.
in my fifth grade, like in fifth grade, I told my fifth grade teacher, I want to play video games for a living. And she was like, because I was watching Machinima videos at the time.
Right.
And I'm like, Machinima was like huge for Call of Duty at the time and stuff. And I'm like,
Okay.
I want to do that. You know what I mean? That seems
Mm-hmm.
cool. And then my fifth grade teacher was like, you're never gonna do that. That is
Right.
never a
Become an
thing.
astronaut.
Like, yeah, like be a real thing. Like, like, and
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Well, there was no
I
scope
mean,
on what the internet would become back then.
no, that was like
Yeah.
2005. Like,
Yeah.
bro, just
Crazy. Man,
but like,
one of the last people that I interviewed, they brought up MySpace and talked about it like pretty in depth. And I was like, man, MySpace was such a time. Like even now if it came out, like I don't know if Gen Z would
dude,
hop on it really quick or if they'd be like, ew.
I would hop on that shit.
I would too. I'd be like, man, I miss
bro,
this.
bro, my MySpace was popping,
I
bro.
bet
I
it was
I
actually.
had, dude, I had some good ass music on there. You know what I mean? Like I had everything. I had the banner. I didn't have that really cringe like sparkly background or shit. I just had like a like
That was the essence of MySpace though. Blingy
it
photos?
was
Shut up.
it was it was, but I didn't like it. I just had
Yeah,
the
yeah.
skulls and stuff. You know what I
No
mean?
more skulls.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, MySpace with putting the music. I remember updating my playlist because I had a playlist at some point, and I'd be
That
like,
little
"Oh, this is
media
gonna go
player.
crazy."
Oh man, that little media player joint that used to be
Yeah.
there. Oh man,
So
that
good.
shit. What was that even called? Hold on.
I don't even. MySpace had like their own music player. You remember that? You could like follow the
It,
artists and then go to their pages and like add it straight to your page.
that's new MySpace. That's new MySpace.
You said,
I'm like,
what
what?
the hell did you do?
What the hell was that?
Dang.
What? That is
What were you
old. That
doing for
is
your music?
what? It was a media player. Like so, like I used to play on Gaia Online. I used to use
Okay.
the same media player that was there. You could copy and paste that same URL and put it inside MySpace. And as soon as you
Get me
open up your
set.
MySpace page, immediately popped it open to whatever song you wanted to play. So my shit was popping, bro.
Dang. He said, well,
I
I don't
had
know about
10 songs
you.
on that thing.
Yeah. It was going
Bam.
crazy. Yeah, I miss those days. My God.
Some crazy days.
I it's like I feel like at this point we get so many iterations of the same social media. Like when Snapchat came out and then Instagram was doing the Snapchat thing with stories. And
Hmm.
now we have TikTok and Instagram was like, well, let me try to be TikTok. I'm like, so nobody still wants to go into the MySpace like realm though. Like we get copies of
Yeah,
the same shit all the time, but nobody wants to redo MySpace.
nobody
Okay.
wants to redo it. It's because MySpace turned into like a music page, it's like
Yeah.
SoundCloud, and
Yeah,
then
it kind yeah. What
they're
is
like that's
this?
the idea of MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace music.
music. It's
People
not
were
the
dropping
space. It's not
mixtapes.
space anymore.
Yeah.
Really, I gotta listen to a mixtape from MySpace. I gotta, I gotta
You
pull
said
out the fire
really.
beat. I gotta pull out them
Man,
fire
I gotta
beats.
pull up the Wayback Machine and show you.
The MySpace beats, bro. Hold on. Wayback Machine on MySpace. You gotta put it
Yeah.
on 2005. Like you gotta put it
Yeah.
around like you gotta put it at
Yeah.
'08, bro.
Oh, wait was primo MySpace
The
time.
'08 was
Yeah.
actual primo.
Oh my gosh.
The chef's kiss. You
Yeah,
know?
really. Are you pulling it up?
I am pulling it up.
I just see the reflection in your glasses. I'm like, bro is
I'm
Googling it.
curious. I'm curious. You know, I'll do it later. I'll do it later.
So, this is going to sound silly just because of everything, but it's on my question list. Do you have any friends in the Twitch creator space, TikTok even? Have you ever met them in person? And what's that like to finally meet them?
That's a silly question because it's you.
I know, but they don't know that.
Well,
yeah.
no.
Okay.
All right, hold on. We can edit that. Hold on.
Okay.
We can edit that.
Okay.
They don't know that.
They don't know that. That's why the question is there, class.
No.
Bro said I don't have Twitch friends either. God dang it.
Twitch friends that I've met in person? No. But I would like to.
Wait, that's not.
Bloopers?
Bloopers? No, I meant like, I mean, people who are like just listening to this for the first time don't know that, so explain it. I wasn't saying don't tell them. Okay. So yes. Oh my god. Anyway. Oh my gosh. What's it like to meet people from the online space in real life?
Meeting online space people in real life is actually really cool. I met a lot of people from like when I used to play League of Legends out in New York City back in 2010. I met them out a couple years ago for the first time. That was awesome. I went back to New York City a couple years back just to see them again, and I'm planning to go to New York City next month to go see them again.
Wow.
But it's really cool. Like I see all of them as like best friends because like of all the shit we've been through and everything that we've talked about. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you see them in person or not. And people are like, "Oh, you're isolated because you're inside your room," but it's like I feel like I'm really talking to these people. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm genuinely having a conversation with these people. I'm having a connection with these people, and like not having a weird. What is that? What is it?
Right, like interpersonal, like parasocial.
Parasocial. Not to put it in a parasocial like
Right.
kind of situation, but like when you're talking to somebody, you can actually, you genuinely know that they're you have to make them know that they're genuinely a person. You can't make them feel like they're a robot or something like that. Like, but when I talk to these people, when I see them in person, you can tell that their intention when they were talking to you was exactly that. They wanted to be a friend. They wanted to be a brother. They wanted to show some love. You know what I mean? It's phenomenal. I think it's amazing. And I hope to keep it coming because like I love that feeling. It feels like a brotherhood in a sense.
Yeah. Since you have so many people come through your Twitch chats, and I'm sure you could be gaming with somebody that for the first time, even on stream, um, or seeing them in chat for such a long time before they finally decide to like, I don't know, join or ask to join. How do you weed out the people that don't feel like they're for you, or how do you distinguish? Oh, this is actually like this is my homie right here. You know what I mean?
That is very hard. That's a tough question because it's like
Mm-hmm.
vibes, questions. Like you can ask them a question, you can see their demeanor. You could
Mm-hmm.
try to play with them. You can try to make a joke, and
Mm-hmm.
like if they lash out on the joke, even if it was
Right.
just a joke, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like obviously depending on the joke, but like you know what I mean. It could just be like something like it could be a dad joke, and they could just lash out on that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they could just show. They just feel like when you talk to them, if and they try to like talk back to you,
Mm-hmm.
feels like they just don't want to be there. And if you
Right.
get that, like I get that feeling,
Mm-hmm.
a lot. You know what I mean? Because people think that I'm just weird. You know what I mean? People think that I'm just awkward. People think
Mm-hmm.
that I'm just, you know, I don't know what people think about me. Like, you know,
I mean, I think you're
it
chill,
just,
but who
you
knows? Do you
know.
ever like run into or encounter people that maybe take this content creation thing like mega seriously, and then they come to you like, "Hey, if we want, we can get our followers together," and da 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 da. Like, and you're how do you respond to that?
I've had people ask me that question before, and
Oh,
it's
really?
like, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's I have to put myself in like I got to put my big boy pants on. You know what
Right.
I mean? And if if you don't fuck with them, if they don't vibe with you,
Mm.
if they, you know, there's something in if they just like do something around you that's just creating problems, et cetera, you know what I mean? If they're just bad around, if they're just like, and they're, they're doing nothing for you, you
Mm.
know, being with them is going to put you in a bad light, or it's going to make you feel like you're putting yourself in a bad position.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're just making yourself feel uncomfortable just because somebody asked you to do something for them or try to collab.
Yeah.
Like you just, I mean, obviously I would say no, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just, the feeling is just a vibe, and just like, you could just, I don't know. It's just, you could just smell their intent. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, they
Yeah.
just have that aroma of
Yeah, you're like,
like,
I sense the
it's
smell
just
of that smelly smells.
that smells fake. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? It
yeah.
smells fake as fuck. It doesn't. You don't. You're clearly not here to be my friend. You're
Mm,
clearly here for your own personal intentions,
true.
and like you don't want mutual growth. You want to
Right.
see personal growth,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's evident, I'm not gonna fuck with it. You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm not gonna. You know what I mean? You could go away. I'll tell you politely. I'll tell you politely no.
Yeah.
I'll tell you politely no. In my
And then
head,
maybe you
I'm
get the
probably
hint.
saying, in my head, I'm definitely saying something else. But it's definitely just gonna be a kind no from me, unless you push my buttons.
Right. Oh my gosh. Have you ever had anyone overstep those boundaries of like taking your friendship and kind of like masking it as friendship at first and then kind of spinning it down the line? Oh.
Yeah,
What's that
I
feel like?
mean,
Or is it disheartening?
well, yeah. Yeah. It's showing somebody you know all of your intentions to show mutual growth and show them love, introducing them to your friend group and the people that you know, for them to go around and basically just like ditch you and do whatever they want with everybody else that you introduced them to. and just leave you in the dust as if you don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've definitely did it. I've definitely been there. I'm
Yeah.
still living it. I'm still living on a day-to-day basis, and I'm still trying to cope with it.
Yeah,
But
because it's tough. You're like, well, I thought we were friends, and it sometimes it even trickles down to like those, like you said, the people that you've met or introduced along the way. And I, honestly, I don't even have like a great answer for that. It's like it's disheartening, but for you, do you ever stop and you're like, wow, I need to take a beat, or are you like, well, we just keep it moving?
we, I just keep it moving. I'm
Yeah.
just like a freight train. I'm
Yeah.
literally like a freight train. I just keep fucking pushing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop unless you want me to stop for you. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Like if you want me to help you, if you want me to do, you know what I mean? Like I am here for you, and like unless you aren't around. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
if you if you don't seek help, I'm not gonna help you. You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'm not one of those people. I check up every once in a while.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because I
Mhm.
know people go through their issues and stuff like that. But like
Right.
I'm not gonna be one of those people who are gonna be right on top of you the entire time because micromanaging is disgusting. It's gross.
Yeah.
You know
It's weird.
what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you have. It sounds like you've made plenty of friends, and I feel like I've seen that even just being in your chat for like 5 seconds. Like everybody has found their space, and if they don't feel like they fit in, or vice versa, like they just don't slot in, I mean, that's just what it is.
Yeah,
This is how it goes. You
it's
find the people who are for you.
literally. Yeah.
Yeah. So this question's a little bit like you can have an answer, or people sometimes people don't, and that's totally okay. Do you feel like you have a mission statement or a why behind your content, like maybe a through line or something that keeps like a message maybe behind your content or your just the space that you're creating?
I'm just trying to create a safe space. And not like one of those safe spaces that like, oh, I'm trying to condone everything that you do and blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. But like I'm trying to create a safe space for people to game and purely just game, no drama, no anything. We're here to play video games, have fun, none of that extra bullshit. You know what I mean? Like we're just
Yeah.
here to play video games, you know, no drama. Like if you suck at the video game, just get better. You know what I
Just
mean?
get
Like if
better.
you know what I mean?
Good.
Like it's all about, you know, like just get better, you know, like
Yeah.
that's all it is, you know.
It's
Just
not
don't
that deep.
come yeah, don't come over here to cry
Yeah.
about you losing at a video game when I'm
Yeah.
just gonna literally tell you to get better. That's that's how I got. That's how I started playing the game. I was dog shit, bro. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
You
like
also
I.
have practice on like all of the platforms. Like
Well, that's
holy.
also true.
Yeah. Bro's cocked so many hours just playing games. Um So what would you say in your opinion is the best and worst thing about being online?
The constant need to feel like you need to fulfill other people's attention.
Wow. Okay.
Um, you put yourself in a slot where people are craving to see you,
Mhm.
and sometimes you don't understand the fulfillment that you actually have on other people's lives,
Yeah.
um, regardless of the time slot it is. Um, you'll you'll make a lot of friends, but you'll know all of their feelings as well. Um, 'Cause a
Right.
lot of people will come to you about their feelings, even if you don't know what you're doing with your own.
Right.
You know, and I don't mind that. I don't mind helping people. I don't mind being that shoulder for people to cry on and stuff. But sometimes it comes to a fact that sometimes you don't know what the fuck you're doing yourself. You know, like
Right.
so yeah, and that's I do like love feeling the friendship and like in like I said, not in the parasocial way, but like
Yeah.
in the actual being a person way.
Yeah.
Um, I love that, but I just don't like the constant need to crave other people's, basically other people's attention.
Right. So you're saying basically the best and worst thing is the people. Like you love the good side, but then there's also a very there is I feel like it does kind of maybe it's not dependent. Some people can probably become dependent, but it's like knowing where the line is for how much to put on this person that's just playing a game online, you know?
Exactly. It's literally like
Yeah.
not getting pushing too much the parasocial thing again, but it's
Right.
pushing the boundary of between what parasocial is and
Right.
what just playing a video game is. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
having to keep that line
Yeah.
there, like
Yeah.
of no, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right.
Like, but like still yes, because you're a human and I
Mhm.
understand. You know what I mean? But like
Mhm.
still setting that boundary is, I guess, the best and worst thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like, yeah,
Yeah. Cuz I don't are you on Twitter?
yes.
Are you like active on Twitter?
No,
Okay, I
I
was
just
gonna say, I feel like
I just
that's where a lot of the mess is.
no, I post memes and just post when I'm going live on Twitter. That's it.
Mm. Yeah, see, I
Yeah.
don't even have Twitter anymore, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the worst side of the internet is on Twitter. You know?
100%.
Yeah.
It's definitely on it's definitely a Twitter
Yeah,
though.
yeah. Okay, so what is your biggest self critique? It could be content creation wise or just IRL.
um, content creation wise, I feel like I'm running out of ideas of where to find new things.
Uh huh.
I guess is a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Always trying to find something new, mystical, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, to catch
Yeah.
people's attention. I'm horrible at finding those things.
What do
Horrible.
you mean? You play like a
Um,
new game every week.
that doesn't mean I'm
You're
creative
like,
when it
that's me
comes to like,
trying.
yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
kidding. I'm just
yeah.
kidding. And like real life, I guess I'm lazy when it comes to interactions. I don't I don't try, you know. I don't try to.
So if
I
somebody's like,
don't
"Hey, let's hang out," you're like, "Mm."
I'm like I don't really want to, you
Yeah.
know?
It does take
Like
effort, especially when you get so used to being like here, like in front of the computer.
well, it's that and like my life at this point, it's not that it's here,
Mhm.
it's that I don't really hang out with anybody outside. I feel like if I talk to people outside, I'll just be awkward at this point. Just be like, I don't really know what to talk about.
No way.
Like
When I
I know about like modern thing. You know what I mean? Everybody's stuck in the Stone Age half the time that I'm talking to people, and like I'm talking about modern news, like you know what I
Mhm.
mean, and everything that's going on. Like like oh, did you see what happened with like so and so? And they're like,
Yeah.
no, and I'm like,
No. Cool.
oh, cool. Well, good
Never mind.
conversation.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. So, what is something you're most proud of? Again, content creation, IRL, whatever you would like to be.
most thing I'm proud of is the journey that I've gone on Twitch so far,
Hmm.
the streaming journey and everything that I've created within this community. That's probably the best thing I could be proud of.
Yeah.
Um, being people just being around and stuff like that. See people just even commenting, writing on Discord, anything like that just makes me happy.
Right.
Makes me know people are still around and people, you know, not care, but like you just their interactions make me happy. And and that's a good accomplishment for me. you know
Yeah.
this journey has been rough, it's been a very eye-opening in a lot of cases, because you know I wouldn't be here, I don't think, if I would have started streaming.
Right.
You know,
It's almost like it
uh,
saved you.
yeah, that's how I
Yeah.
feel like it did. You know, and
Mm.
that's why I want to keep pushing on with it because it made me a better person.
Yeah.
Why can't it make somebody else a better person? You know what I mean? Why can't it help somebody else? You know.
Right.
So my accomplishment is my community and everybody that's been backing me up so far.
That's huge. Do you ever feel like you like think about if and when you'll ever stop?
I thought about it.
You've thought about it?
Yeah, I've thought about it, but I want to stop when I feel like I hit that goal that I want. But I feel like there's no goal. I feel like the post just keeps moving
Yeah,
every
yeah.
time. You know what
I've
I
talked
mean?
about that with some other people. It's like, okay, you reach your thing and then you have a thing right after that, and so it kind of just keeps going.
Hmm. I feel like the post just keeps moving. Soon enough, I'll probably just get fed up. But
You'll be like,
just
I
like what
can't
I
do this
do.
every day anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like everything that I do that I get hyper fixated on. I just drop it and I'll just I won't
Move
touch it
on.
ever again. Yeah.
Right.
So maybe it'll happen with this. I never know because
Right.
it's just one day I'll just say fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
As for right now, you love it.
yeah. As for right now, we kick we still kicking.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what's next for class? What do you got coming down the pipeline of as far as gaming, online, could be real life stuff? What's next?
um, I'm going to New York City next month.
Hmm.
I'm trying to plan on doing some IRL streams while going
Interesting.
while I fish.
Yeah. Whoa. Fishing
That'd be
streams.
yeah, that'd be pretty cool, right? Yeah. I was thinking of picking up a GoPro and going out fishing with one of my buddies and just test it out and see how it goes.
That'd be fun.
Um, so we could try that. Um, I was also trying to plan on what was it? I was besides like fishing, I wanted to go and try doing some regular IRL stream, just try to see
Hmm.
what the hell happens outside. 'Cause I swear the most random things be happening to me while I'm walking out, but we'll see.
You're like, this is entertainment.
Yeah, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, but we'll see what it
Right.
actually, you know what I
You
mean?
gotta
We'll see
strap the
how.
GoPro to your forehead.
Yeah, right there. There's a good spot for it too, you
Yeah,
know.
right. You're like, what's up, guys? we're we're out. You have the little
Oh,
mic
don't worry
on.
about it. I'm not recording. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
recording.
Dude, I'm sure there's so many people that would be like, "Excuse you," like,
Yeah, like bro, you're in public. What do you
yeah,
want from me?
I know. You're like, "There's a camera right there on the building, bro." Like,
Yeah, right.
chill.
Like, what do you want from me? You're gonna tell them to stop recording you?
Right.
But yeah, IRL stream. I'm trying to plan to do collabs with all the other streamer friends that I have been losing connections with. I've been
Okay.
planning to do random collabs with a bunch of streamers. I've been trying to plan on days on when to do these things, on when to
Yeah.
reach out and stuff like that. So I've been trying to do that, um, as well as planning to do some type of giveaways every 100 followers,
Wow.
um, to like 4 point or 2.5k, 2.6k, etc. So every
Yeah.
100 followers, I'll try to do a giveaway and try to just try and cook some stuff up, you know.
Right. The summer is gonna be wild.
Yeah, it's
The
gonna be
summer of
crazy.
I don't want to say reconnecting, but that kind of is what it is.
Yeah,
You're like, come on, old friends, you're welcome back.
yeah. Welcome back. You know what I mean? Like I'm,
Hmm. What does
you
that
know,
look like? Mario Party, Mario Kart, Mario Kart World.
Mario Kart, Liar's Bar. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Some
Right,
random
right,
parties
right,
games.
right.
party games, you know, because that's the best way to reconnect with people. You
It
know,
is.
it may be a lame way to reconnect with people, but board games is a good way, like Monopoly. You know,
Oh my
get a
gosh, I
good
would
game
love
of
a
Monopoly
Monopoly
going.
night. One of my friends recently was like, "Unless you want us to not be friends anymore, I will not play with you." I was like, "What? I love that game."
Yeah, Monopoly is fire. You know,
Monopoly is
especially
fire.
if trying to make an enemy. Okay.
Okay, well, don't invite me to Monopoly night then. Oh my gosh. Well, those are all the questions I have, unless you want to talk about
Okay.
something specifically.
I have nothing specific to talk about.
Okay.
I'm not
Well,
really. I don't. You know, I'm not really that kind of person.
see, but this
Like,
is
oh
why
yeah,
we
go
needed
check
you
me
on the
live.
pod. Yeah, exactly.
Go check out my live. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Every
we're
every
trying to hit
day. You know,
300,000. Wait, no, not
I'm
300,000. 3,000
I'm trying
by
to
the
hit
end of the year.
3K. Blah 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 blah. Like no,
Oh my god. It's a
no.
refreshing take though. Well then, everyone, this has been Class TV. Class, thank you for sharing and being on the pod today. Be sure
Yeah.
to check out Class over on Twitch and TikTok, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone.
Bye.